done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, wahoo! Hey, go, Mike. Two. Jim. Gun.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Check nickel. Hey, Charlie. 51, Mike 51. That's a party now. Line out. Check 43. Bingo. Shoot.
A Working out of the gun, Cousin. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Ty Johnson, rookie 6th-rounder from Maryland. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hey, 22! Hey, high 7! Hey, easy!
Running from the gun, Johnson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
180, 10. I don't think you got it, son. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, Delta. You're not ready. Mike, 55. Hey.
From the 44, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephen Weatherly. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Check. Hey, easy! Alert! Hatchet.
After the sack on 1st down, Stafford, he'll find Hall. Touchdown, Detroit! Marvin Hall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second and 8 at the 21-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
And 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. And watch the mic. Check safety, check safety. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shut wide. What's that?
Cousins now. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First down, Vikings.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yo.
Two. Gun.
Mike 51. Hey, Mike.
Lino.
Watch the screen.
Hey, flipper.
He's coming. We got that.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Check it back.
Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Any weapon.
58, right over there.
Yo.
58, right there.
Gun.
3rd and long for Cousins. A deep ball for Dotson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. What a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Yellow 80!
We gotta get to the ball, G. We gotta get to the ball.
Hey, 50! Buzz!
Mike 55!
Hey!
It's just me and you. Mike 55!
The first down carry here for Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
22-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready! Count 20!
Check. Watch 54. Tighten up.
Alert!
Right there.
Hey, orbit!
Right there. 54 Mike.
I'm trying to collect! Hey!
Check Mike 54. Mike
7!
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, watch this.
Come on!
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to take a shot, and he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch the run.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey,
Can't give these traps. Let's go. Mike 27.
Now a first down throw. Stafford trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take
Catch
away
the
all
ball.
the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Go ahead.
58. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Check.
Lucky 48.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Lean up, 48. Hey, no, easy. Rose. Rush in. Rush smooth. Through. Check 52. Hey, Flipper.
To throw, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 99. Hey, alert 3.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Okay, double up. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
Gun.
Hey.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Hey, Zoo.
Time to go, night. Mike 40.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Clark. Don't get nervous.
40's Mike. I'm here all day.
Gun.
40's Mike. Check. 40's Mike.
Hey, can. Go.
Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40.
Cousins again. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30. Line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 26. Hey, Steve 6.
Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey.
Stafford. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
36.
Gun. Yellow.
They start the drive with Cook. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check first. Gun.
Cousins to throw it. It's caught by Treadwell. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Cousins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing. Cousins. He completes it to Treadwell. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd and 4.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
We own them.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go, D.
Line out.
Me and you. It's just me and you.
Bingo. Check 15. Check.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
59! Check curls. Mike,
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards on the play. And the Lions.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Easy.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
3rd and 2.
Omaha, ready to move. Hey.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. 20. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Miles Kennebrew with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. A gain there of 21 yards. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, Delta, I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, check Mike 20. Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Lady, lane 70. Recon, 132 fighter. 59. Check. Lucky.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Matt Prater on for the field goal of 29.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
Stephon Diggs. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there.
Come on.
Here I come again.
Bravo.
58, come on.
Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Listen to me. Switch. Hey, orbit. Gun.
Staying open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Cousins now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Slam. Hey, receiver. He's checking credit.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
23 yards on the play. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Come on, baby. At the 47-yard line.
Move. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
They go to Johnson again. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check Mike 27.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
40 got. Mike 27. Hey.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Easy, alert! Hey, easy! I'm coming for you. You mine?
To throw again, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Gun!
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
6-6, pull it high.
Quick.
Good route here.
Forward is the mark.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
I'm coming.
Go!
51.
Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, Steve 6. Gun!
Stay at home. Deuce.
Wide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, exit.
Shit.
49, check 49. Gun.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On 1st down, Johnson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go, Ty. Let's go. Easy.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson His 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Switch. Wide. Left. Go. Hey, slice 7. Throw. Check out. Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Zebra. Gun. Through. Hey, flicker.
Cousins. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill, Clark. Kill. Hey, Delta. Gun. First. Exit. Yellow. Jam. Shift.
Here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 43 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check, they got 48.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Vikings.
Jahan! Eddie! Oh, here we go!
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Can't. Hey, echo. Man, I got you. My 40.
Now Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, Red. Here I come. Hey, give me a radar. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. What happened?
Back to throw. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the pass. Hatchet, hatchet. Middle. Check Mike 27. Check. Hey, easy.
One last throw here for Stanford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down.